Ayo, what's going on, guys? I got something for you guys here. This video right here is going to be a customs money loot run. Um, it's going to be a beginner slash advanced. It's going to be kind of like a beginner video in terms of me kind of explaining things in a simple route. And if you are advanced, then you can kind of just follow along. You'll know where I'm going, you know where I'm at. I don't go great into detail in terms of extracts, this and that. You kind of have to follow along with my route. We made a lot of money on customs. We didn't run into anybody. This is a safe route. And when I say safe, I mean as you're going to run into little amount of people as possible. We stay away from dorms. We do not touch dorms. That is too populated to do a safe money run. And you can kind of stay on the outside, the outskirts, and pick and choose the battles that you want to take. You can always hide from battles, completely negate PvP, and just take out the scabs along the way if you need to. I didn't run into any scabs until the end here. I hope you guys enjoy. Comment, like, subscribe, help a brother out, and enjoy the video. All right, guys, I'm going to throw this map up here real quick just so you guys can at least get an idea. If you have no customs knowledge or maybe very little, you can kind of follow along here. Obviously, I started right there where the red X is on that building, and then I wrapped around. Now, remember, I hit everything possible in this quadrant of the map, so you guys have the idea of what you do and do not want to hit. You do not have to hit all of this. You can skip some things, pick and choose what you want, but at least you have this image up here. So if you guys want to pause it and you want to keep this part up while you're maybe doing the route, and it'll help kind of guide. But I do want to cover this part for those that do not know customs that well. If you spawn anywhere within these circled red areas, all you have, okay, so if you guys want to make fun of my RT skills, okay, you guys are more than welcome to. But you're going to want to head in and get down to this quadrant of the map that's not circled. So if you spawn up here north by dorms, you just want to work your way south and get down onto this bottom side of the map and follow these edges right here. You spawn all the way over here on the left, which is the big red side, the crossroads side. Make your way across the bridge, get over to here to this side, and then work your way to the opposite way of the route. You spawn over here on Big Red, it is just a complete opposite flipped route. You can take the exact same route, you're just going to be doing it backwards. So, as long as you guys have an idea on this, pause it, keep it up if you want while you're running the route. For those that don't have many customs knowledge, you'll be all right. Let's get in. All right, guys, let's get into it. First thing you want to do when you want to spawn in, you want to see where you spawned at and where you're going to extract at. And you want to start working that way right away. Point A to point B. We're doing a money run, a loot run. We're not here to scour the whole map. We're not here to PvP. This is strictly to make some money. I spawned over there at train. I call that train. There might be a better name for it. There's a train parked right outside of it, so that's why I call it. We turned around and we went exactly to E-usec building right here. This is E-usec or green screen or even mannequin, as some call it. I go up the green screen side first. You'll see why here in a second. There's going to be literally a green screen room where obviously people did some recording footage. Right here where I'm looking at right now, this is a tech spawn on the ground. You get 2 to 3 tech items. You can get GPUs there. You can get Tetrises there. You can get power filters there. Military power filters. Those are going a couple 100K this wipe. It's really nice. Loot your computers. Don't forget computers. In this back room, you got quite a few toolboxes, loose technical spawns. You get water filters, fuel cans, orange med bag right here. These orange med bags, you can get lead X's out of them. Not very common, but if you open a med bag, you pull a lead X real quick, instant melee in the pocket. If you get it in the butt and you die, you sell it for trade for 300K. Completely up to you. If you want to search every little thing in here, I did, just so you guys can get an idea of where all the loot is. If you trying to make this guide a little bit beginner friendly, I know the way I play is a little bit more advanced and quick. You probably won't be playing like this if you are a beginner, but at least you can kind of follow my steps. You can even go into an offline raid and follow this video and just kind of loot along. This is, in my opinion, the best path in terms of loot, quickly and safely. It's very safe to do this route just because there's not going to be a lot of traffic. A lot of the traffic on customs is going to be going to dorms. So all these rooms that you're seeing me loot, it has a bunch of, just as you see here, loose items on tables, floors, chairs, the ground, high tier weapon attachments, duffel bags, jackets. Don't skip out on duffel bags, don't skip out on jackets, and do not skip out on computers. I pulled 6 to 8 graphics cards already this wipe just off the computers alone. So please do not skip those. We're going to go straight down and go under this room on these metal shelves right here. Be careful along this building right here that I was just looking at. There is a sniper scav AI that spawns up there, and he will rock your world. If you do not know that he's there and you just let him get a shot off on you, he will shoot through those windows. He will take you out. These metal shelves that I'm looting right here are really good. You get some really high tier attachments on them. I've even got Bitcoins on them and a green lithium battery. Green lithiums are going for a lot this fight. I'll show you another spawn here in a minute that's actually much more common for the green batteries, but don't skip out on those metal shelves. This little locker right here, you get some high tier attachments. Those doors that I'm running past right there, there's actually a key called E-usec key. You can open them. They got some weapon boxes in there and some other attachments. Very nice, very nice. This room right here's got a couple jackets. You can get a gold spawn on the couch, the table next to it, behind me. Get lions, teapots, all the statues. Some really good stuff in there. Don't skip out on this room. This whole building itself is actually really good. This room specifically has a bunch of weapon attachments spread out along these tables that you see me looking at. Right there, really nice silencer that I just picked up, about 50k to flee. Weapon box. Don't skip on a weapon box, guys. Get some really good weapons in there. Also ammo and attachments. More metal shelves. These ones really only spawn tools. These ones aren't special metal shelves. I've never seen anything fancy here other than just tools within itself. Again, this room, you can't get shot from sniper scavs, so make sure you are checking outside that window. Make sure you're not going to get blasted. And this next room I'm going to check is called Mannequin. This is why you can call this building Mannequin if you like. You want to check the wrist right there where I'm looking at. A roller watch can spawn there, as well as where I got that gold chain from behind it. Get a couple rare spawns behind it. Check these metal shelves in here. You can get food, ammo, and I think some heals. You can get some heals there. Nothing fancy really ever spawns there for me, but it's a good little extra that you can pick up. Go down here. I'm showing you pretty much everything inside this little section of the map. Kind of pick and choose what you do and don't want to hit. I call this Far Factory Corner building. It's pretty hard to skip this building due to the high amount of loot that can come out of it. There's a really nice crate in here. Technical crates, you really don't want to skip technical crates. You can easily pull 50k to a 200k out of a technical crate just like that. And that's where I'm going first, right here. You get some loose spawns on the ground. You get fuel here, motors, really good stuff. Double check it, triple check. Hit this crate. I run around up these stairs because there is a toolbox right here. Down actually where my feet is, you can get like some LCDs and helixes, so you check the ground as well. I'm rotating stuff in and out as I go. I'm picking up everything if I have the open slot for it, and rotating as I go. So this hose obviously worth more than a screwdriver, so I swap them out. You want to get as much money in your backpack as fast as possible and get out. Loot these computers. You can check the jacket by that first computer that we looted. You can also get a couple loose computer spawns on there. No graphics cards ever come out of there, in my opinion. If somebody has, please let me know down low if you've gotten a graphics card there, because I'm actually pretty curious. But I've only gotten LCDs, some helixes, relays, and stuff like that. Check these jackets. Get you a nice key. Don't skip out on jackets, guys. I got a decent key right there. It was only 70k. It was a shoreline key. Sadly, some of the shoreline keys are pretty cheap, but the other ones are big money. grenade box and some loose ammo and heal spawns on top of this box right here. Take your fuses, because you could trade those fuses for some fog grenades, some mechanic. I believe it's a level 2 trader, you can get it from him. Back here in this bush is a stash, okay? Where I just stopped and aimed over in that corner is another stash, but that one is just completely out in the open. If you go and loot that stash, you are going to be exposed. So I prefer not to hit that when I'm trying to do a money run and kind of just keep it to the safe spots. Here you see me getting a bank robber rig, okay? This thing only takes 6 slots, but it holds 8. So you get 2 extra free slots inside your backpack that you wouldn't have before. So if you see a rig, right click it, inspect it, it'll tell you how many container slots that it has. And if it's more than what it takes in your backpack, you want to take that rig and fill it with loot. That's just extra space inside your backpack. There's no point. Another stash right outside this building. Don't skip stashes either. Get slicks, high tier level 6 armor, GPUs. Never got a LEDX out of a stash. That could just be due to poor luck, but I don't think LEDX has come out of stash. This building here, yeah, I call it dead scab because there's a dead scab right here on this couch. You can see, loot him. He can have a wide variety of items, between rares to ammo to maybe even a smaller gun that I've seen it on him. Now, these next 2 crates that I'm going to hit, you really do not want to skip either. Previous wipes, they weren't as great, but you can still get good stuff out of them. But this wipe, I've noticed weapon crates and containers are extremely juiced. They have, like, look how many items comes out of this thing. That's 2 items, 3 items, 4 items, 5 items. Yeah, one of them's a gun. And that rail and that RK2 that I just grabbed, together alone is 100 to 150k. Any 4-inch rail and up, 4 to 6-inch rails, you can put grips on them, and people that do not have traders have to buy those to put grips inside their gun. So they pay a pretty penny for that. Those rails alone, I sold them for about 50k a pop, and then the RK2, it looked like it dropped a little bit, so I sold them for 50k. I usually undercut my prices like a fair 10 to 15k more, so they instantly sell, and I don't have to sit there and wait for all my items to sell. This blue van right here, obviously you can open the back up. It's got 2 computers in it. You want to hit computers. Like I said, you don't want to skip computers. Get your graphics cards. And on the front face of them, you want to look kind of where the USB slots are, because there can be a USB stick sticking out. Flash drive, extra 60k instantly inside the pocket. If you have a SICK case or a docks case, you slide that bad boy right in there and it's solidified right away. Up inside this train cart, there's a duffel bag and a food and sugar spawn. If you want to go ahead and skip this, you're more than welcome to skip this train in itself, but duffel bags are nice to hit. And if you're just doing a money run, there's no point in not hitting it, unless you found something so nice that you gotta just do it. This right here is ZB12. You go down here, there's gonna be a dead scab and an ammo box, and I would say you would get high tier ammo out of this more often than not. Multiple spawns too. This time we only got 1 small pack of some low tier ammo. I didn't take it. Dead scab right here, he's got 13 rip rounds. If you are pre-fleet under level 15, that ZB bunker right there is going to be a hot spot for you. You get some really good ammo in there, and when you don't have the ability to buy them from traders of the fleet, you're really held down by like extremely low tier ammo, and something like that, picking up some BT ammo even changes everything. So swapping out as I go for Roubles, I'll give you a quick tip. You kind of want to have, for 1 single square inside your inventory, you want to have at least 8 to 10k Roubles minimum. Really don't want any less than that. Unless if you literally just can't find any loot and you have to take what you got. But I would try to shoot for the 10k route. As you see here, I got another rig that holds more than what it takes up. So now I'm getting an extra free slot inside my backpack, and it also has a 4-slotter inside. 4-slotter rigs are really nice because you have something like what I had there was that the side armor. It took up 4 slots, but say you get a piece of armor, a large rig, or even a gun that you kill for somebody, and it might get all congested up inside your backpack because you have a 4-slotter, you know what to do with it. If you can fit a 4 slaughter inside of your rig, it's going to save you a lot of space and kind of play Tetris much easier. These are the metal shelves that I'm talking about. Um, these ones spawn green lithium batteries. You get Bitcoins. You can get cases off of it. I've gotten a money case, ammo crates. I'm trying to think of any other crates that I've got on them. Do not skip out on these shelves. You get headphones. You get some really nice stuff. And then there's another weapon crate right over here that you can pick up real quick and check out. Really nice to have on hand. Maybe if you're hatchet running, you can find a pistol or something like I did earlier, and then now you have a means to protect yourself. That side door that I just went out, most people don't know that you can actually open that door and cut out. They usually think you can only go out the front or the back. You can go out the side, and it'll change up some people when they don't know. Got some weapon attachments here. You can get some high. This building itself is called Power. Get some really high tier attachments, weapon attachments. Check every single weapon crate and every single table that's going to have attachments. You see me running up here. Right along this green box, you can find some good ammo. I've gotten BT. I've gotten 120 PS from right under here. Hit the green crate. Move on. And we're going to go upstairs right after. And I'm going to show you another high tier weapon spawn. You always want to check these, especially weapon attachments this way. They're really holding their price. Roubles and sights. Scopes, all of those, they're really holding their price. Rails, like I said, look, I get another 4-inch rail. That's another 50K in the pocket. Minimum. You run back down, and I go underground. A lot of people don't know about this underground loot. I would say 75% to 90% of the time, this spot is not looted. And you need to be looting this area. These orange med cases itself can spawn O-scopes, high tier ibuprofens, golden stars, stuff like that, and those are really nice to have on hand, so either you don't have to pay for it yourself and save you the rubles, or you sell it, make some good money. Over here in this back corner though, this is the main point. You see this large weapon crate on either sides of it, and behind it can be a gold spawn. So Bitcoins, GP coins, Veritas guitar picks, lions, all the statues. Anything that's rare in a gold spawn like that, you can get right there next to it. Look at this weapon crate. They're completely juiced. You're getting a lot of items out of it. Nothing fancy in that one. But weapon crates are really nice. Duffel bags. And then also on the beds around our feet, you will get a couple loose ammo spawns, med spawns, and food spawns. Not too important though, so you can kind of skip over that. Go up, go into this red container. On this box and on the floor where our feet are some more weapon attachments. Double check your surroundings, make sure you're not being crept on. I'm gonna go back to this room. There is a jacket in here, which I do not skip jackets personally, but if you guys want to skip jackets, by all means, but you might miss out on a Marin key, a marked key, something real nice that you would definitely like to have. On those shelves, you get some technical spawns. Sure I'm safe. We're gonna run around. This is power right here. Okay, so if you hit that switch, you have now activated the power. And if you don't know what that means, there is a building called Fortress or Stronghold, whatever you like to call it, which we will be passing here in a second, which when you activate power, you can go under it, open a door, and extract there. So if you're at this point in the route, and you're already extremely full on loot, you are more than welcome to leave there, but beware, this building is extremely contested, whether it be from AI or PMCs themselves. Rashala has a chance to spawn inside that building, and there's some really good loot in there, so you're most likely going to run into PMC scabs or raiders, and a raid boss. This right here, you want to check this table. It's called Giving Table. If you don't know, pretty much anything in the game can spawn inside and on the table. From anywhere between rigs, armor, high-tier guns, ammo, rare items, and also if you get a searchable item on there, so whether it be a rig or a backpack, anything that can hold loot and like a container, you want to search it and get in there and make sure there's not anything fancy like a colored labs card, bitcoins, anything in the game really. So if you find something that you can search it. That tree that you saw me just peek under, there was 2 items under there. That is giving tree. It is the exact same thing as giving table. and you can find some really good stuff. Stash, we hit the stash, we found a vector. Really nice. Stashes can have anything. Please hit your stash. So this right here, that's Fortress or Stronghold, as I was just talking about, where you have the ability to extract if you have the factory exit key and you turn on power. Another stash right here inside this bush on the back side of the train. And then I'm also going to loot a dead scav. If you see that symbol where it's like a red painted crosshair, do not go too much farther past that sign or you will die. Every map is a little bit different on how much you can go past that sign, but this one right here, there is a dead scav that you see me looting. E has a wide variety of items as well. Dead scavs are really good to loot because I don't think there's really a table for them. It's just like a random, kind of like a stash. You saw me aim at a dead scav back up there on the train. You are more than welcome to loot that one as well, but you are extremely exposed in doing that one. You have no cover, and you're pretty much standing still looting a container. So if someone wants to shoot you in the head while you're looting, they have the ability to do that. So I'm going to skip that. Ensure my loot. There's also a stash right over there behind that tree that I was just looking at. I completely skipped over that stash. I apologize. Normally I don't. But when I was recording this, I was really tired. Late at night after work, and I missed a few things. So, like I said, if I miss anything, please let me know down in the comments. Be like, hey, Grizzly, you're dumb. You forgot something. How dare you forget this? But at this moment, this is Crackhouse, guys. This is another highly contested building. If you can get in here and it's not looted, you're going to pull a lot of money. But if it is looted, then, which it usually is, I got lucky and I was at the end of my run and it still wasn't looted. Not a thing touched. Med spawns everywhere. This room, you can open the door. There's a duffel bag in there and some loose ammo spawns. You can get some high tier ammo out of there, so always check that. Right there on those wooden shelves that I was just looking at is another gold spawn. So lions, gold chain, bitcoins, guitar picks, all the good stuff. This dead scav right here, a lot of people don't know about that as well. Can have a wide variety of items, and then he also has a gold spawn in front of him as well. So you could get all those fancy things just sitting right next to him as well. This is library. Be very careful going into library because this is where the intel spawns. A lot of people can camp in here. Happens to me all the time where people are just sitting behind one of the bookshelves waiting for a guy like me to walk in, oblivious, and take our booty out. Look on every single wooden shelf in here. Just because you found one intel does not mean you are done. You can find double to triple, maybe even quadruple intel. I don't know. I've seen triple intels. I've gotten triple intel maybe once or twice out of my whole Tarkov experience, and I've gotten countless double intels. You're gonna work your way over into this middle room, all along these metal shelves, med spawns, all of these metal tables right here. Inspect them. You get morphines, golden stars. You don't really get big heals, like you won't get Salewas. You might be able to get like a CMS or something on these tables, but it's usually the smaller heals. I'm going to open this room as well as there's going to be more med shelves. Get random spawns on the shelves, on the floor, and on those wooden boxes right there, you can get heals to extra food and ammo. I'm going to go check this technical supply crate. This one, I believe, has its own loot table. It always has good stuff in it when I'm here. I don't know if it's because they put it out in the open. It's a little bit more sketchier to loot, but that one always has better loot than not, if you know what I mean. We're standing outside of Mechanic right now. I peeked inside there real quick. There is a toolbox up there and some loose tool spawns on the shelves, and there's a little filing cabinet in there. Not really filing cabinet, but it's more of a locker. It's a locker. It's got some high tier weapon attachments in there and along the table under the toolbox. Like I said, this was going to be really straightforward, point A to point B. We're already at extract. We're going to Ruef. We're extracting at Ruef. When you come through here, you need to be careful that this is a high scab. There easily could be 2 to 5 scabs just sitting here if nobody's already cleared them out or killed them throughout the raid. You see here, I run into 2 myself. Take them out and safely make it to extract. Yeah, no PvP this route. Which I wouldn't say is common. You might run into a PMC or 2, but you can also negate that. You can hide from them. You don't after the fight, this is literally just a money run. So however you want to do your money run is how you do it. Spawn over here, and you are an extract. This is Ruap. Ruap is always active when you spawn on the ZB side. So if you spawn on the side of the map where I spawn, you are always able to take this extract. That's going to sum up the loot run. I did this loot run in 24 minutes and 47 seconds, and that's with me taking my time in looting every single container. If you spend half as much time as I spent looting everything and swapping things in and out, you can easily run it in 10 to 15 minutes and make almost just as much. I kind of squeezed out every ounce of time that I had in there so we can actually show you guys, and you guys can get an idea on what you want to pick and choose from. But that's going to be it. That's the loot run. All right, guys. If you guys watched it all the way through and you're still here, much love. Thank you. I'll give you a quick little breakdown as to how much we made. After selling everything that I could to Trader and Flea, we made a total of 942,000 rubles, just shy of 1,000,000 rubles. Finding all the high tier weapon attachments that we did and some of the nice rare spawns that we did, we pulled out a good little bit of money. Like I said, it was a 24-minute run to make $1,000,000. At that rate, it is $2,000,000 an hour if you're making it. You could get unlucky, you could get lucky and make even more. If you find something on the shelves that's worth $500,000 itself, then there's no telling how much you can make here on Customs. A lot of people talk bad about Customs and the money value on it, but for money per hour, Customs is one of the best in my opinion. It's a small map, point A to B, spawn, loot your path, get to extract, and reset, and do it again. Other maps like Reserve, Woods, and the larger map, Shoreline, they take much, much longer to get in, get out, make your loot, and maybe not get into any PvP. But that's going to be it. I'm going to wrap up my video. I just wanted to show you guys real quick how to make money on Customs. A lot of people ask me, why Customs? Why do you make money on Customs? How do you make money on Customs? Or Customs is bad, don't do Customs. Or maybe it's not even friendly for beginners. I've heard that as well. But this map within itself, it's perfect to make money, to have some PvP, and have some fun. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned until the next.